Lies may come easily to you, but the truth always finds a way to cut through the darkness. And when it does, the consequences are undeniable. Caught in the act, the guilt weighs heavily. The truth has a way of making itself known, no matter how deeply hidden. You thought you could fool me, but in reality, you were only fooling yourself. And now the consequences are impossible to ignore. A lie might feel like a shield in the moment, but when exposed, it becomes the very weapon that destroys everything you built. I see through your deception, and now the weight of your lies is yours to carry, a burden too heavy for any excuse to lift. Trust, once broken, leaves a scar deeper than any words can explain. Your lies have left me with a broken heart and a mind full of questions. Deceitful words may seem harmless at first, but once they're uncovered, they have the power to unravel everything we shared. The truth always has a way of making itself known, even when it seems like the lies are winning. And when it does, there's no going back. In the moment of truth, lies crumble, and I see you for who you really are. The trust is shattered, and so is everything we had. You can lie to my face, but the truth is always lurking in the background, waiting to expose you for who you really are. The pain of betrayal isn't just in the act, but in the realization that the person you trusted most chose to deceive you. Lies may be temporary, but the scars they leave on the heart are permanent, and no amount of pretending can make them disappear. You tried to deceive me, but in doing so, you only deceived yourself. Now the consequences are catching up, and there's nowhere to hide. The moment I uncovered the truth, I realized that the damage had already been done, and there's no way to undo the hurt. Trust is fragile, and once broken by lies, it becomes nearly impossible to rebuild. You've left me with nothing but doubt. Your lies have shattered everything, leaving me to pick up the pieces of what I thought was a solid foundation. I trusted you, but now I see that trust was just another thing you were willing to betray. And now there's no turning back. You thought you could get away with it, but the truth always has a way of exposing the darkness, and now it's all out in the open. You may have lied, but the consequences of your actions will be far more painful than the truth ever could have been. Lies can distort reality for a while, but eventually, the truth always breaks through. And when it does, there's no more pretending. The realization that you lied to me cuts deeper than any action could, and now all I feel is the sting of betrayal. I gave you my trust, and you turned it into a weapon of deceit. Now the damage is done, and I'm left wondering who you really are. You thought you could lie your way out of this, but in the end, the truth caught up with you, and now there's nothing left but the aftermath. You can lie to me, but you can't lie to yourself, and sooner or later, that truth is going to catch up with you. Your lies may have seemed harmless in the moment, but the impact they've had on my heart will last much longer than you ever imagined. The weight of your lies feels like a heavy burden I never asked to carry, but now that it's been revealed, there's no turning back. Caught in the act of deception, the trust that once existed between us now lies in ruins, and I'm left to deal with the wreckage. When you lie, you create a false world. But when the truth comes out, that world collapses, leaving nothing but the mess of your dishonesty. You betrayed my trust, and now the truth has come crashing down. All I can do is pick up the pieces of what was once real. Lies can be convincing, but the truth is always stronger. Now that I know, I'm left with nothing but the consequences of your actions. There's no more pretending when the truth has been revealed. Your lies have left me with more questions than answers. Every lie you told was another step toward the inevitable truth, and now there's nothing left but the fallout from your choices. Deceit may offer temporary comfort, but when the truth finally emerges, it exposes everything, and nothing will ever be the same again. Trust, once broken, can never be fully repaired, and the lies you told have left a permanent mark on everything we had. Caught in a lie, your actions have shattered the illusion of what we shared, and I'm left standing in the ruins. You thought you could hide behind lies, but the truth has a way of surfacing, and now all that remains is the fallout of your deceit. Lies don't just hurt others, they also hurt the liar. Now you're left with the consequences of your own dishonesty, and it's a heavy price to pay. The weight of your lies is unbearable, and now that the truth has come to light, the consequences are impossible to ignore. Once the truth is out, nothing can undo the damage. Your lies have taken something precious from me, and now I'm left with the pieces. The moment I discovered the truth, everything changed. Now the only thing left is the raw reality of what you've done. The lie might have been easy to tell, but the truth has a way of unraveling everything. And now I'm left dealing with the fallout. Your lies have stripped away the trust I once had in you, and now all I'm left with is the painful reality of what you've done. The truth doesn't need to fight to be heard. It speaks for itself. And now that I know, there's no way to ignore the damage caused by your lies. I thought I knew you, but your lies have shown me a side of you that I never expected. Now, everything I believed in feels like a lie. Your lies were only temporary, but the damage they've caused will last long after the truth is revealed. I can forgive many things, but betrayal isn't one of them. The truth has shown me who you really are, and that's not someone I can trust anymore. You thought you could deceive me, but now that the truth has surfaced, there's no way to undo the harm you've caused. The truth stings when it's first uncovered, but in the end, it's the only thing that can heal the wounds left by your lies. Your lies have twisted everything I thought I knew, and now I'm left to confront the harsh reality of what you've done. The moment I caught you lying, everything changed. Now I see the world through a lens of distrust, and it's hard to look back. Once trust is broken, it's hard to rebuild. Your lies have left me questioning everything we had, and now I wonder if it was all just a facade. The lies you told may have been clever, but the truth is always more powerful, and now you're facing the consequences of your dishonesty. You thought you could hide the truth, but it has a way of revealing itself when you least expect it, and now you have to face what you've done. Lies are like a ticking time bomb. They might seem harmless for a while, but eventually they explode, and the fallout is inevitable. The pain of betrayal isn't in the act of lying itself, but in the realization that someone you trusted chose to deceive you. You may have thought your lies were harmless, but now that the truth is out, there's no way to undo the damage. Trust isn't just given, it's earned. And now that you've broken it, there's nothing left but the silence that follows the lies. You lied, and in doing so, you broke something irreplaceable. Now there's no going back, and all I can do is deal with the aftermath. Lies may protect you for a while, but when the truth comes out, it reveals more than you ever intended, and the consequences are harsh. Once I caught you in your lie, the illusion of trust shattered, and all that's left is the raw, painful truth of what you did. Lies are like quicksand. The more you struggle to keep them afloat, the deeper they pull you down, and now you've sunk. The truth doesn't need to shout. It whispers softly, and when it's heard, it tears apart everything your lies built. You tried to keep up the facade, but now that the truth is out, all that's left is the rubble of what once seemed real. The damage done by lies is never visible in the moment. But when the truth surfaces, the destruction becomes undeniable. Lies create an illusion of control, but the truth always finds a way to bring you to your knees. Now you must face the consequences. You thought your lies would protect you, but they only built a prison of your own making. Now you're stuck in it. You deceived me, and now all I'm left with are questions that can never be answered. The damage you caused is irreversible. The truth is a quiet force, but once it emerges, it dismantles everything you tried to hide beneath a web of lies. When the truth came to light, it burned through your lies like fire through paper. Now there's no soul to undo what's been exposed. A lie may seem like an easy escape, but in the end, it's the trap you've set for yourself. And now there's no way out. Your lies don't scare me anymore. They just make me more aware of the fragility of trust and how easily it can be shattered. The truth doesn't demand an apology. It only asks for acknowledgement. And when you finally admit the lies, the damage is done. Lies are like shadows. They may seem harmless until the light of truth shines on them, and then they disappear, leaving only the wreckage behind. Trust may take years to build, but it takes only one lie to destroy it. And now I'm left to deal with the aftermath. Deceiving me was never the easy way out. It was the start of a long, painful road that leads nowhere but regret. You thought you were clever, but the truth has a way of exposing the real you. And now there's no pretending anymore.